Identical twin sisters are suing the man who raised them after he recently shocked them by announcing he's not their biological father.
You and your identical twin sister state that the man who raised you recently shocked you when he announced that he is not your biological father.
They believe his claims are motivated by finances.
You've petitioned the court for a paternity test because you believe finances are motivating your alleged father's claims.
How they found out: at his birthday party a year ago, they overheard him telling family, "Y'all know these are not my kids. I'm down here raising all these sins and nobody is helping."
Okay, well, it all started about a year ago at his birthday party. And we overheard him speaking to some of our family members saying that y'all know these not my kids. That's what he was saying. We heard him. Now we was listening, saying to our family members, y'all know they're not my kids. I'm down here raising all these sins and nobody is helping.
His initial doubt: shortly after moving in with their mother, he heard her on the phone calling some guy out and telling him to send money. "I'm pregnant and she's looking at me," going like this.
She's on the phone calling some guy out, telling him to send money. You know, I'm pregnant. She's looking at me going like this.
He was in the delivery room when they were born, with my little mask on and doctor suit on.
You were there for the birth?
I was right there beside her.
So you were in the delivery room?
Yes, with my little mask on and doctor suit on.
His doubt solidified at birth. When I see them coming out, they was glowing. Look how pale they was. The gook on their body. You know they was shining.
When I seen them coming out, they was glowing.
They were glowing?
Yeah. Look how pale they was, and plus the gook on their body. You know, they was shining.
He describes wrestling with signing the birth certificate. The devil said, "You know they're not your kids. Don't sign it." Then the angel said, "They're gonna need you. Don't turn your back on them." The angel won.
I had the spirit come over me, you know, the little devil and the angel.
Oh, you got both of those?
Yeah.
Okay.
The devil said, "Don't, you know they're not your kids, don't sign it." Then the angel said, "They're going to need you.
No.
Don't turn your back on them."
They accuse him of being a neglectful father figure, saying they didn't have no structure. He had friends over every day drinking, and their basketball coach bought school supplies.
Cooking them dinner every day. I'm making sure they come home and do their homework, but that's not good enough.
We didn't have no structure.
You know.
Friends over every day. We did it ourselves.
Tragedy struck when they were 8 years old. Their mother passed away in front of us.
When we were 8 years old, in front of us. You know what I'm saying? It happened in front of us, but nobody never asked.
He took them in a year later, but they claimed their maternal grandmother warned them he only wanted them because he was going to be getting $900 a month.
A year later, he just said, and before we left, my mom's mom told us he didn't want us till he found out he was going to be getting $900 a month.
He stands by his claim after 18 years. I've been in their life for 18 years, 3 months, and 16 days.
I've been in their life for 18 years, 3 months, and 16 days.
All right.
Exactly.
The twins explain a possible source of his belief. One sister had a skin condition called tinea versicolor, and doctors initially said it was only seen in Caucasians.
I had this skin condition on my back, which is called tinea versicolor. They saying that this is what I got, and it's only seen in Caucasians, but I had just said, forget what they said, I'm gonna just figure out on my own.
Their cousin testifies, confirming their mother did have a relationship with a white man described as her John, who would send money even after she was pregnant.
And I'm an only child, so that's how it was. But he's talking about a white man that actually, I don't know how to word it, but I want to say he was like her John. He didn't care if she was pregnant. He would have sent her money just because that's what they do.
His own mother sends a fiery video message. Rodney say he's not the father after 18 years? He should have said this from the very beginning. I don't want Rodney to tell me ever again that he's not the father.
Rodney say he's not the father after 18 years. He should have said this from the very beginning when the first month when Sophia died. That's what he should have said when the twins were born. And I don't want Rodney to tell me ever again that he's not the father.
Despite everything, he affirms his love. I'm gonna always love them. They're a part of me.
I'm going to always love them. Whether, however I show it, however I feel it, you know, they're a part of me.
After 18 years of doubt fueled by skin color and overheard phone calls, the DNA results are in Mr. Eggleston.
When it comes to whether Mr. Rodney Eggleston is the father of Antonia and Rodnea Eggleston, Mr. Eggleston are their father.
A mother is desperate to prove Mr. Norris fathered her 4-month-old twin daughters, hoping he will finally step up and help take care of his children.
Miss Kelly, you're here today to prove to Mr. Norris that he fathered your 4-month-old twin daughters, Amira and Amia. Your hope is that after the DNA results are revealed, Mr. Norris will step up and help take care of his children.
She's struggling, already having 3 older children with no financial support, unable to afford childcare to work, and emphasizes as 2 parents, we should co-parent.
Well, because I have 3 children already. So before all of this happened, I let him know that I didn't want to be another single mom again. It's a lot taking care of 3 kids on my own. I don't have any kind of help. I don't get anything. I don't have any financial support. I can't, babysitters. If I go to work, I have to pay an arm and a leg for childcare.
He admits he hasn't stepped up, refusing to get financially or emotionally involved because I'm not the father.
Norris, you admittedly have not stepped up.
Yes, Your Honor. I don't want to become financial or emotionally involved because I'm not the father.
He describes the first time as a drunken 2 minutes long failure where he remembers not finishing, needing a redo.
I didn't finish the D. We had sex twice. The first time I was kind of drunk, so I remember it, but I remember not finishing. I kind of came at her with like, hey, redo type thing, like I need to redeem myself.
She scoffs at his claims. Guys love to have intimacy, but they don't want to ever claim what they did. And then when a baby comes, it's not theirs.
What does that face mean?
Because for some reason, guys love to have sex, but then they don't want to ever claim what they did. They always want to have sex, and
she reveals she had been 19 months celibate and told him she didn't want intimacy precisely because she didn't want to become another single mom.
Barely take care of the children you have.
I was 19 months celibate, and I told him that I didn't want to have sex because I didn't want to become another single mom.
His doubts grow. He claims a buddy who worked with her overheard her saying the twins belonged to her first child's father, not him.
Also, they don't look like, for one. And I had a buddy of mine that worked with her. He told me that he had overheard her saying to somebody that they were not my children, but they were her first child's father.
He adds that during the pregnancy, her phone calls were always short and negative, never sharing details like feeling queasy.
While she was pregnant, I called on a regular basis. It was never smooth conversation. It was never like, oh, well, I'm a little queasy today, better than yesterday, but everything good. And thank you for checking up on me. But
months later, playing basketball, another friend heard about the pending twins with Ms. Kelly and exclaimed, "So you the other guy," implying someone else was known as the father.
After the babies were born, I was playing basketball like 2 months ago, right? Buddy of mine, I don't know how the conversation the kids came up. It came up, and I'm like, yeah, I got pending twins. Like I don't know if I'm a father or not. He's like, and Miss Kelly? I'm like, yeah, he's like, so you the other guy? And I'm like,
his biggest proof, he claims the twins were born with the sickle cell trait, which can only be passed genetically from a parent.
That you had genetic evidence.
Yes, ma'am.
What kind of evidence do you have?
Do you mind if I show you?
I don't mind at all. Please step forward.
These are the twins. They both have the sickle cell trait. The sickle cell trait can only be passed genetically, which means either the mother has to have it or the father.
He investigated his own medical records and family history. Records say I don't have sickle cell trait. Sickle cell trait did not come up on my mother's side.
I don't have the sickle cell trait. I went further in investigating myself because my mother's like, well, that's your proof right there. Like, you're not the father, but I needed a little bit more. I went to the hospital and I checked my records.
So you didn't bring that to court today?
No, ma'am. Don't have the trait. I also went back and looked in my family tree. Diabetes came up, a couple other different type of cancers, but sickle cell trait or my father's side.
She admits she doesn't know of anyone in her family with the trait either, and was also questioning how the babies inherited it.
Your Honor.
Does anyone in your family tree have the sickle cell trait?
No, not that I know of. I don't know how the sickle cell trait came in my babies, and neither one of us have it. I was questioning it too, so I really don't know.
A medical expert clarifies. Sickle cell trait means one parent must carry the gene. It's possible for a parent to have the trait and not know without a specific blood test. Therefore, the trait doesn't rule him out.
Both of the twins have the sickle cell trait.
Right.
That means that one of the parents has the trait.
One of the parents has to have sickle cell trait.
So either one of these two have it,
Right.
There potentially is another father that does.
Yes.
Despite the sickle cell theory and hearsay, the DNA results are in.
It has been determined by this court. Mr. Norris, you are their father.
Sickle cell and all.
A man is heartbroken, claiming he knows he's the father of Jira. That's my heart. She's attached to my hip. I've been taking care of her since day one.
Your Honor, I know that I'm Jira's father. From the very beginning. That's my heart. She's attached to my hip.
But the mother, Miss Lever, insists he's not the dad. He's not biologically her father. During the time that she was conceived, he wasn't even really around, and I had been with my ex.
He is not her biological father?
Yes, Your Honor. He is not biologically her father. During the time that she was conceived, he wasn't really even around.
She claims she always told him he wasn't the father, but he shouts back, "Not in the beginning, Your Honor."
He was her biological father?
No. I always told Mr. Brown that he was not her father.
Did she always tell you that, Mr. Brown?
Not in the beginning, Your Honor.
He explains his job keeps him away for weeks, but when home, they were inseparable, doing everything together, making it impossible for her to have time with anyone else.
I had been away, okay? But I do environmental work. And so I'm gone maybe 3 to 4 weeks, and then I'm home home for a week. But during the time that I'm home, Miss Lever and I were inseparable. You know, we did everything together. Even if it was just a 5-minute grocery store trip, we were together, you know, so I can't.
How did the ex get involved? She says they were both dealing with a family crisis and bonded, and we kind of rekindled things.
Jara was conceived. I was dealing with a family crisis. Also, my ex was also dealing with the same crisis.
She claims she and her ex were intimate at the hospital while dealing with the family crisis, and Mr. Brown was not around.
My ex and I, we were intimate at the hospital during that time.
At the hospital?
Yes, ma'am, and Mr. Brown was not around.
He fires back with a very specific memory, claiming they were intimate on July 4th by the back door on the floor, while the kids were popping fireworks down the street.
Miss Lever and I also were intimate July 4th by the back door. Let me explain. My children, our children, went down the street where my niece lives. Miss Lever and I were sitting out on the back. One thing led to another. We ended up on the inside of the house by the back door on the floor. This was July 4th of 2011.
How intimate can you get in a hospital? The judge is skeptical. How do you have intimacy in a busy hospital? She vaguely replies, I mean, it occurred.
How do you have sex in a busy hospital?
He claims the child even has his last name, Brown. She fires back, no, she does not. She has my mother's name.
Your Honor,
The
Jira
relationship.
has my last
Yes.
name.
No, she does not.
Her name is Jira. She has
I
my
can show you her
mother's
birth
name.
certificate. No,
she has my mother's name.
She has
Jira, Irie, Monet, Lever, Brown.
She admits she rolled with it when he called the child Brown inside the home, but insists that is not her name.
I roll with it, whatever. He called her Brown, say that, but that is not her name.
So you do say that?
We say it inside the home. I'm dealing with a master manipulator.
Wow.
But this time, he's the one denying. No way. Around the time that Genesis was conceived, Ms. Lever was involved with another individual that I saw with my eyes personally.
Do you believe you are Genesis'
you're-
biological father?
No, I do not.
Oh, you do not
I
believe?
do not. Around the time that Genesis was conceived, Your Honor, Miss Lever was involved with another individual.
The second birth certificate reveals Genesis got his name. Genesis Summer Lyric Brown Lever.
As I look at this birth certificate, Genesis Summer Lyric Brown Lever.
Ms. Lever admits she believes Genesis is his, but it is a possible doubt. I was with someone else during the time.
As I believe that he is her father, but it is a possible doubt. I was with someone else during the time.
They're still living together. She cries, because he won't leave. He insists, because I have children. I am not going to allow my children to grow up without a father.
So you all are still living together?
Because he won't leave.
Because I have children.
Well,
I grew up without a father. I am not going to allow my children to grow up without a
I
father.
am miserable, Your Honor.
The results for 2-year-old Genesis, the one with his last name, are in. Mr. Brown, you are the father.
It has been determined by this court. Mr. Brown, you are the father.
Now for Jira, the one he swore was his heart. The results are revealed.
It has been determined by this court. Mr. Brown, you are not the father.
A woman is devastated because her ex refuses to accept he's the father of their son, Adrian, and she believes the DNA results will impact their future as a family.
Ms. Smathers, you have dragged the defendant to court because you are devastated that he refuses to accept that he is your son, Adrian's biological father. You claim today's DNA test results will have a dramatic impact on your future as a family.
Their history: they met at 16 in GED class, moved in together, and had their first daughter.
Well, Your Honor, me and Mr. Stevens met when I was 16 years old. We went to GED classes together. We eventually started dating. I moved in with him, and we had our first daughter.
Things went bad quickly. She claims he started cheating on me. He was always out with girls.
After that, it went from good to bad. Mr. Stevens started cheating on me. I was always at home with the baby. You know, he was always out with girls.
He admits cheating, but blames her. He says he'd find messages erased or see her searching for exes on social media, so he didn't trust her.
I only cheated on her because, like, for example, like, I would go through her phone. She would have messages erased and messages that didn't make sense. On her social medias, she would have, you know, like, you can just type in a letter or you can go to the recent search and it would tell you all who you searched up on that phone. And, like, so I would see her exes on there, so, like, I didn't trust her.
He claims she waited 5 months into the pregnancy before dropping the bombshell that there was a possibility that he wasn't mine.
And then, like, and then the aspect is, like, you know, she was pregnant, but she waited 5 months to tell me that there was a possibility that he wasn't.
She clarifies, I did open up and say that I was with another man, but I never said that AJ was not his.
I did open up and say that I was with another man, but I never said that AJ was not his.
Her timeline: conception was October 7th to 11th. Her birthday was the 11th. They had a hotel party, and he was conceived that night.
Was between October 7th and the 11th, or the 12th. My birthday was the 11th. We had a hotel party, and he was conceived that night.
He argues it was more than one time with the other guy, and disgustingly adds, on top of that, it was at my mom's house, in our bedroom.
With her and the other guy, it was more than one time. And then on top of that, it was at my mom's house, in our bedroom.
How did it happen? She says she got tired of Joshua's cheating. They took a break. He was with someone else, so I messed with someone else too.
I knew him already. I basically just got tired of Josh's cheating for the first 5 years of our relationship. We took a little break, I guess you could call it, and he had someone else that he was messing with, so.
His main doubt? Physical appearance, because I don't see my side of the feature in him. He is the lightest one.
Because I don't see my side of the feature in him when it comes to it. Like, he's the lightest one.
She says he constantly points it out. He always comes out and says, he's too white, he can't be my baby.
He's just had his doubts. He always comes out and says, like, he's too white, he can't be my baby. I mean, he still stepped up and took the father role.
He refused to sign the birth certificate precisely because I had doubts that AJ wasn't mine then.
Did you sign the birth certificate?
No, ma'am.
And why did you not sign the birth certificate?
Because I had doubts that AJ wasn't mine then.
Bombshell witness. Her own best friend of 10 years takes the stand and testifies that Ms. Smethers confided in her that she had doubts that Joshua was the biological father.
I know that Mr. Stevens has had doubts about Adrian belonging to him.
What has Ms. Smethers told you about the situation?
She has said that she had doubts.
He compares the kids. He's just the ugly duckling of the family. The rest, all of them match, and like there's this one that doesn't match.
And with AJ, he's just the ugly duckling of the family, I guess that would be like, you know
Who
what I'm saying?
said who, what?
You know what I'm saying? Like, the rest, all of them match, and then like there's this one that doesn't match.
The other man reportedly went around their small town claiming he was the father, but later denied it when confronted.
That she had, that she says was 90 days before you all got back together. If her timeline is off in any way, then, and she's expressed doubts to her best friend, that should be your point of proof. That's doubt.
After 22 months of agonizing doubt, the results are in Mr. Stevens.
It has been determined by this court. Mr. Stevens, you are the father.
This couple was in court before over his suspected cheating. Now, the shoe is on the other foot, and he's accusing her of cheating and denying their 1-month-old baby, Chris Jr.
Mrs. Hendricks, the shoe is now on the other foot. Your husband is accusing you of cheating and says he is not father of your 1-month-old baby, Chris Jr.
He claims he can confirm she was unfaithful, and there is no way the child is his.
Mr. Hendricks, you say you confirmed your wife has been unfaithful and there is no way her child is yours.
She insists she did everything right, named him after him, circumcised him, even named him after his father.
Even though I've done everything he wanted me to do. Named him after him, circumcised him, did everything.
Mr. Hendricks, she says she did everything you wanted her to do, even name the child after. You don't believe the child is yours?
I don't feel that bond like I do with my other children. I mean,
How the doubt started. She saw Facebook messages from his co-worker saying very intimiciable things to him.
Last September, his Facebook messages were coming to my phone, and it was one of his co-workers, and she was saying very sexual things to him.
Just 10 days later, she received devastating news. She had endometrial cancer. She's now in remission.
About 10 days later, I had found out that I had endometrial cancer, and I had gotten real sick, and...
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Well, I'm in remission now,
Reeling from the cancer diagnosis and his suspected cheating, she admits she went off the rails. I'm just gonna go and do whatever I wanted to, live like I was dying.
Whenever I was diagnosed with all of that, I just got very upset, and with everything that was going on with him, I was like, okay, well, you're cheating, so, I mean, I'm just gonna go and do whatever. I wanted to live like I was dying because that's what I felt like I was doing.
This meant drinking, partying, and refusing to come home at night.
Starts living like she's dying, drinking, partying, and doing things, refusing to come home.
She never came home.
At night?
Never.
He delivered a cruel blow when she called him about her cancer diagnosis. Well, with everything that's going on, should I care?
On dirt roads, because I couldn't go home.
Well, maybe when I got the phone call, whenever I had cancer, you told me, well, with everything that's going on, should I care?
Wait a minute.
Her side, at a bonfire, she did kiss a friend while drinking whiskey, immediately called her husband to pick her up. But after that, I don't remember, because she kept drinking.
My brother had started a bonfire and everything. One of his friends he hung out with and worked with came over. Well, we were hanging out, we were drinking whiskey, and I ended up kissing him. I don't remember because I kept drinking.
She remembers kissing him in the kitchen, though.
I do.
His doubt multiplied because they struggled with infertility for 5 years and needed extensive fertility medicine for their first daughter. Now, suddenly, out of the blue, after her party rant, she gets pregnant naturally.
Which is the reason why I started doubting it right off the bat.
Why?
Because we went through extensive fertility medicine to have our 4-year-old daughter. Tried for 5 years. Unprotected sex. No, nothing. So 4 years after we have our first daughter, she winds up pregnant just out of the blue, after our little issues and after she goes and starts visiting and hanging out.
She counters that the doctor said losing weight, which she did, would make pregnancy easier.
She winds up pregnant.
I don't find that fair whenever he's bringing up the treatments I went through, because I was 170 pounds more, and the doctor even told you if I'd lose weight, it'd be a lot easier for me to get pregnant.
But you didn't for 4 years?
He was so worried he paid for a 4D ultrasound during the pregnancy, just to see if there were any sort of characteristics that looked like me.
I even went to the extent we went and paid for a 4D ultrasound, just to see if there were any kind of characteristics that looked like me.
He points to physical differences. I've got this notch in my ear that my other kids have. This one don't even have it.
I've got this notch in my ear that my other kids have. This one don't even have it.
Oh, baloney.
He don't have...
Another major doubt. The baby was born with a blood disorder, where the mother's blood attacked the baby's. He argues, none of my other kids have ever had this problem.
It went to the extent when we were in the hospital that when he was born, he was not breathing for 1.5 minutes. Finds out he's got a blood disorder. Is crazy because it's fighting with her blood. But the more I got to thinking about it, none of my other kids have ever had this problem. Our 4-year-old daughter...
She explains the medical condition, ABO incompatibility. Her O+ blood and the baby's A+ blood clashed, causing her antibodies to attack his blood cells.
My blood type is O positive, the baby's is A positive, and O and A don't mix, and somehow my blood passed through the barrier of the placenta.
A medical expert clarifies, ABO incompatibility can appear in any pregnancy, not necessarily the first. And while blood type is inherited, this specific condition isn't a definitive indicator of paternity itself.
Indirectly it can, because you expect the parent's blood type not to change. And so with ABO incompatibility, unlike other blood type incompatibilities, it typically happens in the first pregnancy and then continues with subsequent pregnancies between father and child. And it's just because blood types pass in between, and we don't exactly understand.
The results are in for baby Christopher James Hendricks.
It has been determined by this court. Mr. Hendrick, you are the father.
A woman is in court filled with pain and guilt for letting the wrong man believe he was her daughter Waikia's father for 23 years. She's here to right her wrong and prove Mr. Tucker is the dad.
You say you feel pain and guilt in your heart for claiming the wrong man was your daughter Waikia's biological father for the past 23 years. You are here to right your wrong and now prove to the defendant that he is her dad.
Mr. Tucker and his daughter, Candace, claim he only found out months ago and there's no way he's the biological father.
Mr. Tucker, you say you were first told you were Waikia's dad only a few months ago. You and your daughter Candace say there is no way today's DNA will reveal you are Waikia's biological father.
The daughter, Waikia, says she's always heard about Mr. Tucker and the possibility another man was her father, even before I knew what a possibility was.
Well, as long as I could remember, I always heard about Mr. Tucker. I always heard that it was a possibility that another guy might be my father. Even before I knew what a possibility was, this how long ago this was. All my life.
The mother admits, I always knew Mr. Tucker could have been Waikia's father, but she was living with her ex at the time.
Well, I always knew Mr. Tucker could have been Waikia's father. At the time, I was in a relationship with my ex that was living with me, but I always knew he could have been her father.
Waikia vividly remembers meeting Mr. Tucker at age 8. He looked down at her and said, "Do you know who I am? My name is Willie." "No, tell her who I am," then gave her money.
Encounter for the court.
Yes, because I remember it like it was yesterday. I remember I was coming out of the store and we bumped into this guy, and this guy looked down over top of me, looked me in my face and said, "Do you know who I am? My name Willie." And I said, "Hi, Mr. Willie." And he said, "No, tell her who I am." And then
Mr. Tucker's other daughter, Candace, is confused. Why wait 23 years? I missed out on a whole sister.
I'm just sitting here because I'm just completely confused. My whole thing is I did hear about her when she was 8. I was with my dad at that time, and then I did meet her again. But it's just like she's saying that she's so sure that this is my dad's child. But why wait 23 years? And like it's basically like I will miss out on a whole sister. I've been around all my other sisters and brothers.
The origin story. The mother was living with her ex-boyfriend, but got stuck in a snowstorm with Mr. Tucker.
I was living living with my ex-boyfriend at the time, and I wasn't sure. I got stuck in a snowstorm with Mr. Tucker.
He remembers the blizzard vividly. The snow was high, up to the peephole at the door. When he tried to leave, the snow fell in on us. They were trapped.
So, Mr. Tucker, do you remember this snowstorm?
Yes, I do.
The snow, it was high. It was high, Your Honor. The snow was up to the peephole at the door. So I tried to leave the second day. When I opened the door, the snow fell in on us.
The judge confirms the historic blizzard of 1993 shut down Philadelphia from March 12th to March 15th.
It says Philadelphia blizzard of 1993, the worst snowstorm in years, the largest snowfall in the county. Snowstorm shut city down from March 12th to March 15th.
Yes, Your Honor.
Using Waikia's birthday, December 2nd, 1993, the judge calculates the conception window, March 12th to March 18th, exactly during the blizzard.
Waikia, when is your birthday?
December the 2nd, 1993.
December the 2nd, 1993. Put in your birth date into this conception calculator and push calculate. The window of concept would be March 12th.
She claims his family knew. She says his sisters would ask her, where my niece at? Where my little niece at?
His sisters, they would say to me, where my niece at? Where my little niece at? Where my niece at?
He flips the script. He says her family would run up on me at work saying, Willie, you got a daughter. But he didn't believe it because she didn't tell me.
Yana, her mom, her friends, everybody in her neighborhood, when I be going to work, Zakia, you know that.
Waikia.
That's the problem. I don't know them like
He
that.
really do.
I know Candace Tucker. Her mom and all them see me in traffic and Willie, you got a daughter. I don't know what to believe because she didn't tell me.
Waikia breaks down, hearing his other daughter call him dad. I wish somebody could say that to me. I want to have a dad. I would love to have a relationship like that with my dad.
Because I keep thinking about how I said, this is my daughter. I wish somebody could say that to me. I want to have a dad. I didn't even get a chance. I would love to have the relationship that they got. I love how they love to have a relationship like that with my dad. I wish I had an opportunity or a chance.
Mr. Tucker is moved. Your Honor, if she's my daughter, I'll give her 100%. I'll give her all.
Your Honor, if she my daughter, I'll give her 100%. I'll give her all.
After 23 years, the results from the blizzard baby are in Mr. Tucker.
Yes.
It has been determined by this Mr. Tucker. You are the father.